Good morning. Today is April 29th. I'm Amber McKnight.
I'm Haley Spivey.
And welcome to Panther News Network. Happy Friday. Here's what's going on today.
A former top official from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department has accused Sheriff Alex Vallenera of attempting to cover up an alleged excessive force incident and then lying about doing so, according to the legal documents obtained by CNN. The accusation by former Assistant Sheriff Robin Lehman follows similar claims about the same incident against Venezuela from another official earlier this week, according to Los Angeles Times reporting. Lemon alleged in a legal claim filed Thursday that Venezuela retaliated against her for being a whistleblower and several instances of illegal, and other wrongful conduct, and to further his cover-up of an excessive use of force incident. This incident occurred March 10, 2021 at the San Fernando courthouse. An inmate struck a deputy who then kneeled on the inmate's head and restricted his breathing long after. The inmate had stopped resisting. Lemon's claims alleged.
President Biden is Congress to authorize more than $30 billion in additional security, economic, and humanitarian assistance for Ukraine to help the country fend off the prolonged Russian attack within the next 5 months. However, the White House states that they will need the Congress to approve just over $20 billion in security assistance for Ukraine, including $5 billion for weapons and other military aids, also $6 billion for the Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative, and $4 billion for the State Department Foreign Military Financing Program. President Biden states in his remarks at the White House, "We need this bill to support Ukraine in this fight for the freedom. The cost of this fight is not cheap, but caving to aggression is going to be more costly if we allow it to happen." Check out this clip in Ukraine.
Severodonetsk, on the front line with Russia. It's an artillery front line.
Basement, let's get into the basement.
Local police are delivering aid to civilians unable to leave. There's no time to wait out the bombardment. There's no likely end to the shelling either. Supplies need delivering and fast. She tells me there are 3 people next door, including a granny of 92. Upstairs, a bedridden woman. She says that normally they stay in their flat and only use the basement when it's bad. Thank you for not forgetting us, she adds.
The urgency of these sorts of deliveries cannot be exaggerated. Just in this block, there's mostly old people. One gentleman's dying of cancer in front of his wife. She's saying she's living in a double hell. Since we've been here, there've been, 5, 6, 8 impacts very, very close. And almost every tree, every corner, every bit of this local neighborhood has got the signs of recent impacts. The Russians are just a kilometer, maybe 3 away.
Russian guns are so close you can hear the whole arc of their shells.
Подвал.
From Kyiv to Mariupol, from Kharkiv to here, this is the Russian way of war. Pound civilians, flatten cities, and maybe occupy the ashes.
В опасности пока.
Alexander says, we're in danger now, they're shelling us, so it could come at any moment and shrapnel could hurt us. We try to hide there, in the bomb shelter. Two months of war has driven these people underground, and there's no end in sight.
Страх, как говорится,
The fear, Alexander confesses, He tries to keep inside, but it creeps out.
There's one more delivery that the police have got to make, but every time we try to get out the front door of this building, there's another impact. There's another one now. They're saying that the hospital, which is nearby, is under heavy shelling. We were planning to go there. We can't get through, nor indeed at the moment can we even get out of this bunker.
The hospital was hit. Images of the damage done that morning posted online by the local administration. Officials said that one civilian was killed, others injured, and several floors were badly damaged. The humanitarian effort goes on. This woman asks only for the basics of existence: water and candles for light.
Good job. You do this every day?
Yes, да.
Bogdan tells me that most people left here now have nowhere else to go. They've lived here all their lives and don't want to abandon their homes.
Do you think the Russians are going to take Severodonetsk?
Never, he says. We will stand our ground to the last man. No one will leave here. That may be a dangerous claim. It's likely that Ukrainians will destroy this bridge to hold up the invasion. And anyone still here would then be trapped in Russian hands. Sam Kiley, CNN, Severodonetsk.
Check out this story from Gabriel Adams.
Today I was able to conduct an interview with Ms. Kimberly Gay within the John B. Coleman Library.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Michelle Gay, and I am a fifth-generation Texan from Sulphur Springs, Texas, and I'm here at the Prairie View A&M University John B. Coleman Library, serving as the head of Reference and Information Services, along with being an academic reference and instruction librarian. I've been here at Prairie View for almost 20 years now, and today I'm just going to talk about my aspects of becoming one of the executive directors of programming for the chapter of Beta Phi Mu. Yes, Beta Phi Mu is the International Library Honor Society. So students who are in library school working on a master's degree in library science, if they keep their GPA at a 3.5 or 3.3 and higher, they are actually nominated to be a part of Beta Phi Mu, because we are the only international, national honor society for students who are using the master's degree in library science to fulfill a career endowment. Well, Prairie View's relationship with Beta Phi Mu is me. I am able to bring back a lot of energy that Beta Phi Mu is showing me about libraries and librarians and professional development and programming and just how to look at grants and services. I'm able to bring back to not only Prairie View but other HBCUs this aspect of understanding more about the library science world. Well, here's one thing that makes it exciting. I serve as the first African American librarian from an HBCU in Beta Phi Mu's almost 80-year history. And with that in mind, I'm able to bring a level of advocacy to show that minorities can be in positions where they're dealing with libraries and librarians and be able to flourish and be able to have something to show about, the levels of disparity, the levels of inequity, and how that can be changed. The value of reading goes back to an aspect of quality of life. When you're able to read and understand, information is knowledgeable, and information creates wonderful avenues for you to explore things, do things in your life. As you know, with African Americans, the reason why for over 500 years we were not allowed to read and write is because there was value in reading. Reading became an aspect that you were not going to be be illiterate, that you understood what was going on in your society. You were able to build a different quality of life through having an education, through having a voice that you've read in books, dealing in how to look at disparities, how to look at equity, how to look at ensuring that you have the most fulfilling part of your life.
Well, you heard it here, folks. This is Gabriel Adams, and this is Panther News Network.
Texas A&M University and Prairie View A&M University today announced new and expanded partnerships to increase opportunities for students, faculty at both campuses, as well as collaborative company outreach programs to capitalize on each school's resources as the state's only two land-grant universities. Chancellor John Sharp has encouraged the Texas A&M System 11 universities and 8 state agencies to work together on important projects. For example, Healthy South Texas, a project that targets chronic disease and is led by Texas A&M Life, has lent its expertise to PVMU to create a Healthy Houston equivalent. Texas A&M Corpus Christi and Texas A&M collaborate on drone projects, have the flagship university and Texas A&M Central Texas focus on solar projects.
It is a good day to be a Panther. Prairie View A&M University's cross-disciplinary team of business and engineering students traveled to Houston to attend the inaugural HBCU Bain and the company case clash at Baines & Company located in their Houston office. The visit included a day of programming, networking, and preparing for the case competition with the students from Texas Southern University. After representing their final presentation to the judges, the PVMU Kendall Brown, Colin Johnson, Evan LeBlanc, and Shazania Smith emerged victorious in the case competition, securing bragging rights and a team scholarship of $5,000. The students described the event as both stressful and exhilarating. We want to congratulate you all and job well done. Thank you for staying with us this morning. Gabriel Adams will join us with the weather report after this commercial break.
And now here's Gabriel Adams with the weather report.
Good morning, everyone. Hello on this wonderful Friday morning. We finally, thank God it's Friday. We finally made it to the end of the week. As we go on into the day, we do have a high of 87, so you can tell we're definitely going slowly into the summer months, and we definitely are going into May weather. And we also have a low of 70. Nice to know that we are now transitioning nice and easy, I guess you can say. As we go into the morning hours, we have temperatures of 76 degrees. Nice and cloudy with marginal to no chance for rain. As we move on into the afternoon hours, almost reaching the peak of the day, we have partly sunny, partly cloudy weather with temperatures around 85 degrees, with the peak of today's temperature being 87 degrees, being our high. As we go into the evening hours, we do have a partly cloudy night sky, with there being temperatures around 74 degrees. And we go into overnight hours, remaining partly cloudy and still with the moon out, and you get temperatures around 71 degrees with a low of 70 degrees. So what I would definitely recommend throughout the day, as a matter of fact, is that since we do have a high of 87, and it is nice and humid here, so maybe 87 degrees, but it'll feel like it is 96 outside, just recommend everybody to keep your sunscreen on standby. Please, 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 I greatly stress, make sure to keep your bottles of water on standby because it's going to be very hot, very warm, and definitely one moment you'll be sleepy and drowsy, and then you might actually have a heat stroke. So please keep that in mind. Make sure to always have someone on standby in case you do have complications, pre-existing conditions that makes interaction day-to-day difficult. And thank you for watching. Back to you, Haley.
The Harvard University will establish a $100 million fund to actively address the impacts of slavery that is benefited from the Harvard's earliest years. Nearly 80 Harvard University leaders, donors, and staff members have owned enslaved people until slavery remained legal in Massachusetts in 1783, according to the report the university released Tuesday. Written by members of the committee, authorized by University President Lawrence Bacow, the 134-page report includes 7 recommendations to remedy the present education and social harms that human bondage caused descendants to the campus community and to surrounding cities, the Commonwealth, and the nation. According to the report, the suggestions include developing educational partnerships with historically Black colleges and universities, along with honoring enslaved people by investing in future generations of Black scholars. The report is an extension of President's Initiative on Harvard and the Legacy of Slavery, which Bacow established in 2019 with a mission of diving deep into the impacts of slavery and its relationships to society's present challenges rooted in racism. The university also appointed a committee chaired by Martha Minow, former dean of Harvard Law School, to move recommendations into action and committed $100 million to fund its initiative.
ESPN anchor Sage Dilley filed a lawsuit against the company and its parent, the Walt Disney Company, for allegedly they violated her free speech rights by sidelining her last year following critical comments she made on a podcast. The lawsuit was filed in the state court in Connecticut. Dilley claims that the company ESPN pulled her from usual hostings role after she was criticized the company's vaccine requirement and forced an apology under the threat of losing her job. When she appeared on a podcast that was hosted by former NFL player quarterback Jay Cutler, she called the mandate sick and scary to her in so many ways. Her attorney made a statement that states, ESPN violated her free speech rights, retaliated against her, reprimanded her, and scapegoated her, allowed the media and her peers to excoriate her, and forced her to apologize simply because her personal opinions did not align with Disney's corporate philosophy of the moment. Deltas are having their crawfish boil today. Check out the crawfish boil earlier this month that the Outfits put on after this commercial break.
Check out the crawfish boil earlier this month that the Alphas put on.
Alright, how y'all doing? I'm Taylor Owens. I'm the Sergeant at Arms for the PV Alphas. And right now we're just giving out free crawfish to the student body just to show our appreciation and love. They supported us at every event, so we want to do something to give back. You know, to whom much is given, much is required, so we just giving back.
Hi, I'm out here with Shania and Alex, and we're at the Alpha Crawfish Boil. So let me go ahead and ask Shania, how do you like your crawfish so far?
Oh, it's great. It tastes really good. I just peel it slow, but it's good.
What about you, Alex?
It's gone.
It's gone. It's gone. As you can see, she has finished her crawfish, y'all.
I haven't ate this yet, but it's good. It's good.
How you doing today, Prairie View? I am Dr. Simeon Queen, proud alumnus, 3 times of Prairie View A&M University, the greatest institution on the planet. We're celebrating Springfest and just, loving on the students of Prairie View. The brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Also, the good Mayor Brian E. Rowland, actually sponsored the crawfish for today in the building. We just having a good time. Us fellow brothers and sisters, alumnus as well.
Although the lines were lengthy, everyone was able to get crawfish at the event in a timely manner. Students came from all sides of the campus to enjoy the nice weather and crawfish boil. It was a free event and a nice way for students to spend their Saturday afternoons. And that concludes our show this morning. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. This was Panther News Network. I'm Haley Spivey.
I'm Amber McKnight.
And thank you for watching.
Happy Friday.